Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with the modeling of this particular bedroom over here. That's the interior. So let's continue it. So now what we'll be doing over here is like we'll be creating this lamp. For creation of this lamp, we'll be utilizing a line over here. So let's just take a line tool over here in this way. So after taking a line tool over here, let's go into the vertices and let's give fillet over here. So you can easily assign a fillet over here. So you can assign a fillet if you want to assign it. Now let's go over here, rendering, enable in viewport, and let's slightly increase its thickness. Go over here, let's take a cylinder and let's just draw a cylinder over here, increase its sides and reduce its height segments, and let's convert to editable poly. Let's go into this edge over here, select this edge and let's give a bit of chamfer to it and click OK. So once you're done, you can definitely slightly resize this and we can easily push it over here. So you can reduce its thickness. So it's like if you think that the thickness is very high, you can just reduce it, not a problem. So let's go into this view over here, that's your side view over here. How we are going to create this? Very simple over here. So let's just take a sphere over here. Let's take a sphere, go into the sphere and let's convert to editable poly. Let's go into the polygons and delete this and select this border over here and right click and say cap, and let's use a bit of bevel over here. You can slightly push it a bit inside over here. Again select this edges and slightly give chamfer over here and click OK. So definitely we'll be scaling it. I'll just remove this, I don't think it's perfect over here. So again I will take a line over here. So now what I will do over here is like I'll go onto this side view, I'll take a line over here and I'll draw in this way. So now you can just select the vertices and let's give a fillet. Oops. That was much better. So we should not leave that much of the space actually. So now much better. So we can slightly just push it over here. So just drag it till here. And slightly just push it over here in this. That's it. So what I can do over here is like I can slightly rotate it. Slightly we can just rotate it. Put it over here like this. Save your file. So now we'll be creating this. For that, let's take a cylinder over here. Let's just take a cylinder. After taking a cylinder, we can increase a bit of its height, radius, and let's give a taper modifier a bit. So convert to editable poly, and let's add some loop over here. So let's add a loop over here. So let's take a swift loop. I'll add a loop over here. So I'll select this, I'll ring it, control and click on this polygons, and let's give extrude by local normal and slightly reduce it. Click OK. Again take a swift loop over here. Select this polygon, insert it, and slightly bevel it and scale it. So definitely we can reduce the size afterwards. That can be done. So let's go into this view over here. Let's go into the side view over here. I'll press Alt Q over here, and for creation of this branches will be, I'll just off this auto grid. So what I'm exactly doing over here is like I'm just randomly making this shape over here. So select this, you can go into this, enable in viewport, reduce its thickness, same thing, enable in viewport, reduce its thickness, so I can just go over here and 90 degrees already there, so we'll be slightly rotating it. Rotate it. Just push it over here. So you can easily adjust this wherever you want to adjust it. You can slightly adjust this, all elements in this way. And for the leaf kind of stuff, let's go to the top view over here. So let's just take a small circle over here So take a circle, let's just resize it, and off this enabling viewport over here. So save your file, give Extrude Modifier, so convert to editable poly. So right click, what I can do over here is like, so let's just convert this to editable poly. Right click and you can use a cut if you want to use a cut over here. Alright, so once you're done with this, so what I can do over here is like, I can try to use a bend, but there are less chances that it might bend not well because loops are okay. So let's just give 90 degree and try to say it's not bending because there are no loops properly. So if I make it as 0 and if I try to bend it, see, it cannot bend from here because there are no loops. No problem. If you can put some loops over here, so if you can try to connect over here, you can if it bends a bit, that is also sufficient over here for us. I'm just putting some random loops over here. So make it 90 degree. Okay. Okay. So slightly we have just bended over here. That's so first I'll just scale it and then I'll add a bend over here. After adding a bend, let's go to the top view over here and shift and okay. Before that, I'll convert to editable poly. I'll go into hierarchy, effect pivot only. I'll shift it over here. I'll press E and I'll duplicate it. That's it. So I can just select this, scale it, and let's just group it. So you can try to put this perfectly wherever you want. So definitely you need to adjust it perfectly wherever you want to, wherever it should look well. So you can slightly scale it. Again, we can just scale that, rotate it, scale it, and duplicate it. So definitely you can create the branches over here. So definitely we'll be doing that in that manner. I'm just placing it right now. So we'll be scaling it definitely over here. So guys, if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment section over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.